The text came at 9:17 p.m. I remember the time because I had just glanced at the clock above the stove, wondering if it was too late to call my daughter and remind her to eat something decent for dinner. She'd been working double shifts at the hospital for weeks. Temporary staffing shortage, she'd told me. I'm fine, Dad. My phone buzzed against the kitchen counter. Unknown number. I almost ignored it. Instead, I wiped my hands on a dish towel and opened the message. Stay right where you are, don't go anywhere. I need to talk to you about your daughter. The world didn't stop, that's the strange part. The refrigerator kept humming, the faucet dripped. A car passed outside with music thumping through its speakers. But inside me, everything froze. I typed back immediately. Who is this? Is Emma okay? 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. This is Claire, I'm a nurse at St. Vincent. Please don't panic, she's safe, but there's something you need to know. Safe. But those 2 words should never share the same sentence. I called the number, it rang twice before she answered. Mr. Lawson, her voice was steady, controlled. Yes, what's going on? Is my daughter hurt? No, she's not physically hurt. Physically. My knees gave out and I sank into the kitchen chair. Then what is it? There was a pause long enough for me to hear hospital sounds in the background, distant monitors, wheels rolling across tile. She asked me not to tell you, Claire said quietly, but I don't think she can carry this alone anymore. 1,000 scenarios ran through my head, an illness, a mistake at work, a lawsuit, drugs, something worse. She collapsed during her shift tonight, Claire continued. Exhaustion, severe dehydration, she's in an on-call room resting. Collapsed. I closed my eyes. She told the attending physician she's been working nearly every day for the past month. That's impossible, I whispered. They wouldn't schedule her like that. She volunteered. That didn't make sense either. Why? Silence again, then, because she's trying to pay off someone else's medical debt. My brain couldn't catch up. What are you talking about? Another breath, softer now. Your medical debt, Mr. Lawson. The kitchen felt smaller. What? She told administration she needed as many shifts as possible, that she had to make a large payment before collections escalated. I gripped the edge of the table. That can't be right, my insurance covered most of it. Most, Claire repeated gently, but not all. 6 months earlier, I'd had a heart attack. A mild one, they called it, a warning shot. I remembered Emma sitting beside my hospital bed, holding my hand like she used to when she was a little girl crossing the street. I remembered telling her not to worry, telling her I'd handle the bills. Apparently, I hadn't handled them well enough. She found out last month, Claire said, when a letter came to the hospital's billing department by mistake. She saw your name. I tried to speak but couldn't. She's been picking up every available shift since. Why didn't she tell me? My voice cracked. She said you'd feel guilty. Guilty didn't even begin to cover it. She's 24, Claire continued. She shouldn't be working herself into the ground like this. 24. I saw her at 6 running through the backyard with a purple kite. At 10, crying over a scraped knee. At 18, hugging me at graduation. At 22, walking across a stage in her nursing scrubs for her pinning ceremony. I'd been so proud. I'm coming there, I said, pushing back my chair. Please don't, Claire replied quickly. She begged me not to tell you tonight, she needs rest. If she sees you, she'll think I betrayed her trust. I stopped mid-step. Then why tell me at all? Because she's not okay, Claire said softly, and someone has to step in. I leaned against the counter, my heart beat loud in my ears. How much? I asked. Another pause. 48,000. The number didn't even feel real. That's impossible, I said weakly. After insurance adjustments and penalties, yes. I laughed, a hollow, disbelieving sound. $48,000. My daughter collapsing in a hospital hallway because of me. She's been skipping meals, Claire added, sleeping maybe 3 hours a night. She fainted while charting. I pressed my palm against my mouth. I'll fix it, I said. How? I didn't have an answer. After we hung up, I stood in the kitchen for a long time. Emma had always been stubborn in the quietest way. She didn't make grand gestures, she just endured. When her mother left us 12 years ago, Emma never cried in front of me. She packed her mother's things into boxes and carried them to the garage. That night, I heard her sobbing into her pillow. She thought I didn't know. She thought I needed protecting. Now she was protecting me again. I went to my bedroom and pulled out the metal lockbox from the closet shelf. Inside were old documents, savings statements, and the small envelope where I kept emergency cash. I counted it twice. Not even close. I sat on the edge of the bed and did the math. My retirement account, my truck, the house. The house. It was small, paid off, the only place Emma had ever called home. I could sell it. The thought should have hurt. Instead, it felt simple. By midnight, I had contacted a realtor friend from church. By morning, I'd requested early withdrawal paperwork from my retirement fund. Penalties be damned. At 7:30 a.m., my phone buzzed again. A message from Emma. Morning, Dad, sorry I didn't call last night. Long shift, love you. I stared at the words. She was pretending. Love you too, I replied, proud of you. That last part made my chest ache. 3 days later, she came over for dinner. She looked thinner, pale. You okay? I asked casually. Just tired, she smiled. Hospital's crazy. I watched her pick at her food. Emma, I said carefully, are you in any kind of trouble? She stiffened. No, why? I just worry. I'm fine, Dad. Her voice was firm now. I wanted to tell her I knew. Instead, I said, you don't have to carry everything alone. Her eyes flickered. I know. But she didn't. A week later, I met with the realtor. The house listed fast, the market was good. When the offer came in, I accepted immediately. The retirement withdrawal processed 2 days after that. I wired the first payment to the hospital anonymously. Claire texted me that night. She saw the balance drop. She thinks there was a billing correction. I exhaled slowly. Don't tell her yet, I replied. Over the next month, I paid it all. Every cent. $48,000. When the final receipt arrived, I drove to the hospital and asked Claire to meet me in the cafeteria. She looked relieved when she saw me. She's better, she said, back to normal shifts. Good. You're going to tell her? Yes. Claire nodded, she's in the break room. I walked down the hallway I once traveled as a patient. Emma was sitting at a small table, scrolling through her phone. She looked up when she heard my footsteps. Dad, surprise flashed across her face. What are you doing here? I sat down across from her. I know. Her shoulders went rigid. Know what? About the debt. Color drained from her face. Who told you? Does it matter? Her eyes filled instantly. I was going to handle it. You collapsed, I said quietly. Tears spilled over. I didn't want you to feel bad. Oh, sweetheart, my voice broke. I already feel bad. She covered her face with her hands. I just couldn't let them send you to collections. You've done everything for me. Not everything, I said gently. I never taught you how to let someone help you. She looked up confused. It's paid, I said. She blinked. What? All of it. That's not funny. I sold the house. The words hung between us. You what? I'm downsizing, it's time. Dad, no. Yes. You loved that house. I love you more. She shook her head, tears streaming. You shouldn't have. I should have, I said firmly. You're my daughter, that's my job. She leaned forward, gripping my hands. I was scared, she admitted. Every night I kept thinking if I worked just a little more, I could fix it faster. You don't have to fix everything, I said. Neither of us spoke for a moment. Then she whispered, I thought if you knew, you'd feel like a burden. The word cut deep. Emma, I said, looking her straight in the eyes, you could never be a burden, and neither could I. She let out a shaky laugh. I guess we're both terrible at asking for help. Runs in the family. She squeezed my hands. We'll find you a new place, she said suddenly. I already did. Her eyebrows lifted. Where? Close to you. Her lips trembled. You're not getting rid of me that easily. She laughed through tears. That night, for the first time in months, she slept at my new apartment on the couch like she used to after late study sessions in college. I woke up to the sound of her in the kitchen, humming softly while making coffee. For a moment, everything felt lighter. Later that afternoon, Claire texted me one last time. "Thank you for stepping in." I replied, "Thank you for telling me." If she hadn't sent that message, "Stay right where you are," I might have lost my daughter in a way that didn't show up on any medical chart. Not to illness, not to injury, but to silent sacrifice. And that's the kind that's hardest to survive. Now when Emma works a long shift, she calls me afterward. When I get a medical bill, I show her. We don't protect each other from the truth anymore. We share it. Because love isn't carrying everything alone. It's letting someone carry it with you. And sometimes it starts with a text message that makes the world stop, so you can finally move in the right direction.